Their meeting at Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. And he nearly broke that
for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL.
There he goes, left side. A solid stiff arm. And he is
at times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
That's going to be caught.
Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Elliott trying to get to the
way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
Marty would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the...
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And good cover
point, a capable starter in the NFL.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch do what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up.
They'll try the air now with Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be it. Geno down to throw. Ball hit inside of the field. They snap it to Smith. That is caught. They'll have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Seahawks. A touchdown against them with one of their own. Myers connects on the PAT. Touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Rager would scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Execute better, and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And Zappi to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster. Complete.
Drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get it.
7-7, our score after 1. They run once more with Stevenson. That he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. A gain of
big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, I've observed over the years in the NFL, the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being.
Looking to throw, Zappi. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked. Does the big boy have the juice? It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. With the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And we haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out,
established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Zappi back to throw. And hitting Juju on the slant. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. A strong run.
When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he is tackled in.
Free up some space and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
Zappy. This one to Bourne, and he's got it.
And he drew from the defense.
Zappy from the gun. Checking this down to Stevenson. They'll throw again with Zappy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's go. Go.
Now Zappy. And this is Hash, and this one just a chippy. And this
Ended every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there had to change things in a big way. I say,
And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he brings us out. Throwing now is Gino. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit.
Production, they still have the lead.
yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a deep
One winds up incomplete.
Now Gino. And he goes down.
In their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. He's got his target. That's complete. And 1-4.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, the block.
Throw the ball, and as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now to the ground. Here's Walker. He'll get 4.
Day of play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Walker. And that'll move him
Yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Rager will going play action here with Zappy. And the Seahawks defense. Zappy looks to throw it. And pressure coming, and they can get the punt away. Whistles as we've come to the end. Last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going deep here for Parker. That is incomplete. Running left is Walker.
And he'll get a line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they'll rally it. That leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Myers' kick is. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And Rager better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be.
Off the fake, Zappy. Short pass caught by Henry, and they get him.
My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they...
Here's Zappi. Complete. It's Henry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. On first down, here's Zappi. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Zappi looking to throw it again. And incomplete.
They're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Local news, and we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where we'll be seeing if they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And able to get the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, so the 2-minute warning in place. Well, it's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Smith. Dancing to his left. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. Now Zappi. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Zappi's throw.
If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the
touchdown. Kendrick Bourne away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he returns to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach...
Here's Smith. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now inside the 25. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Just say you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And with Tom. Here's Zappi to throw. Open. Seconds left to go. Here's Zappi. He'll dump this down.
Stopped getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Zappi to throw. And it's his 3rd down now. Zappi. Now Zappi. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.